All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to my channel. If you are a regular viewer or a subscriber, it is good to have you back. And if you are just seeing my video for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so we can go on this journey together. Now, I titled this video, Why Nwoko is a Man That Should Be Hated and Avoided by All Men. Because I see a lot of comments on Facebook and Instagram of men supporting Nwoko in this saga between Ned and Regina Daniel. Of course, there are so many men against Nwoko too, but I see some men coming out to support him, to say yes, and they married him because of his money, he should deal with them. And I just felt that I should point this out. This man, Ned, is a man that should be hated and avoided by every man on this planet. He and his kind should be hated and avoided. And I'm going to give you two examples of betrayal in this whole saga that have not been spoken about enough. Then I'll wrap this up with the lies that paid bloggers are telling about Omotola Jalad and her husband in order to make Ned look good. Now, let us start with the very first story of betrayal from Ned Nwoko. And I'm going to show you a write-up, like a tweet by Regina Daniel's father shortly before Ned Nwoko married his daughter. And when we analyze this tweet, you will see the betrayal that is in it. Let's take the tweet. Regina Daniels Ojogu is my biological daughter. Whatever is ongoing is not to my knowledge and it is without my consent. The fact speaks for itself looking at the picture. Her mother, Rita Daniel, is treading on a dangerous path and I hope she will retrace her steps. Even the initiation ceremony into Otu Odu appears completely strange to Regina Daniel Ojogu. Regina is from Ogwashi Uku and not from Olo as being rumored. All the opportunities for Ned Nwoko to discuss with me proved abortive, not realizing that we once lived in the same house in Awoyokun Street, Onikpan, Lagos. The implication of all this is that she impregnated herself. The name Regina was my late mother's name. I have tried to exercise restraint, but Regina's mother kept pushing me to the wall. I'm alive and not dead. If in doubt of this post, call Barrister Jude Ojeogu. Now, you saw that. The part that I actually want to bring out of that write-up is where Regina Daniel's father said that he and Ned Nwoko once lived in the same house in Awoyokun in Onikpan, Lagos. We once lived in the same house. You know me really well, and this is what you want to do to my daughter? You know me very well, and this is how you want to useless my daughter? Now, to you, a man who is supporting Ned Nwoko, if you have a wife and children now, and there's somebody that knows you, he knows your family, perhaps it's your neighbor, and he's eyeing your daughter, how would you feel about such a man? An elderly man that is even older than you, that can even give birth to you, is eyeing your young daughter, waiting for her to reach 17, 18 years old so that he can start sleeping with her. How would you see such a man? This is the same thing that Ned Nwoko did to Regina Daniel's father. Took a daughter at a young age without his consent, nothing. Say you are marrying her. Would you be happy as a man if somebody does this to your own daughter? You, man that is on Facebook and Instagram saying Ned Nwoko pa Ned, go ahead, deal with it. Would you be happy if your neighbor, somebody who has lived in the same house with you, comes and starts eyeing your daughter, your young daughter, somebody who can give birth to you, even you, the father? Would you be happy? The second betrayal here is from Regina Daniel's mother to Regina herself. Regina was betrayed by her mother, the person that she trusted most in the world. Let me tell you something. I have sisters and I have so many female cousins. There is something I know about ladies and girls that are in good relationship with their mothers. Not all ladies are in good relationship with their mothers, but the ones that are in good relationship with their mothers, one thing they desire is that the choice of their spouse should please their mothers. Girls are always happy when their mothers like the person they have chosen to marry. In other words, if their mother approves of you, even if they don't want to marry you, their mother can convince them to marry you. So Ned Nwoko entered Regina Daniel using the mother, bribed the mother, bought the mother over, knowing that if the mother should stand solidly behind him, the mother will be able to manipulate her daughter into his hands. So this was what he did with money. Went into the man's family, Regina Daniel's father's family, and just scattered the family with money. Got the woman to manipulate the daughter. And the woman's own is not manipulation because she's a full-grown adult. She just took that money, connived with the man to manipulate the young Regina. I put Regina's mother and Ned Nwoko in the same bracket. I condemn the two of them together. And one day we will still hear the secret about those two people beyond the money that he gave to her. We are here on this social media. We will still hear another thing about those two evil people. Manipulated this young girl into this disgrace of a union. And some of you try to condemn this girl. These are the two evil people here, Regina Daniel's mother and Ned Nwoko. This is why I said that every man on this planet should detest Ned Nwoko and people like him. People who greet you, neighbor, how are you? How is your family? But they are eyeing your daughters. Are those the kind of people that you should even throw support for? Is that the kind of person you should throw support for? Or because it is on the internet now, we feel that when something is on the internet, it is cruise. No. Young people are reading your opinions and it will be helping them it will be shaping their lives. So when you comment on social media, think deeply. Don't just look at everything as cruise. Ned went into a family where he knows the man very well and began eyeing their teenage daughter. Who knows when he started eyeing Regina? Maybe it was even from around age 8. More secrets will come out about this man. The moment I read this thing, my head scattered. Say, so this man knew Regina Daniel's father. They lived in the same house in Onikpan, Lagos. And you still did this to his daughter? Haba now. How can any man on this planet support such a man? This man has completely broken the bro code. He has destroyed the bro code. No brother should be supporting this man. And that is why many actresses are coming up now saying they are going to sue him for marrying Regina Daniel as a minor. Now, let me clear the Omotola Jalade issue because some bloggers came up and said Omotola Jalade's husband, Matthew Ekende, also married Omotola Jalade as a 16-year-old. Please let us fear God. Fear God. Even if you are being paid. Even if you are being paid, don't collect money to do some nonsense. Fear God, please. Matthew Ekende met Omotola Jalade Ekende at age 16. Yes, he was 26 years old. That's the first difference. The age gap between them is just 10 years. 10 years is big, yes, but it's still manageable. Secondly, he waited till Omotola turned 18 years old before he proposed to her. I think they married about a year or two later. Till today, Omotola Jalade remains the only wife of Matthew Ekende. So that is a marriage. That is a marriage. That is not a disgraceful union where you pick a lady to go and become your fifth wife or sixth wife. Please, let us be honest. These are two completely different cases here. What Ned Nwoko did with Regina Daniel was basically adding her to one of his sex toys. That's what he did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's what you are doing to a promising, whether not 18 or 19 or 20-year-old girl or 17. Does that make sense? You can blame the mother. It was the mother that manipulated the girl into the relationship. Blame the mother all you want. I will never defend her. I will never defend that woman. The woman is evil as can be. And so is Ned, who is going about using his money to destroy homes, enter people's families, begin to hide their young daughters. How does this make you feel? There is no defense for Ned after I read this thing. Because I didn't read that thing when the man wrote it. Oh. It's just yesterday I saw it. I said, wow. So he knew the father, lived in the same house with him, and then he turned around and did this to his family. What a shame. Ned Nwoko is an example of a man that men should run away from. And we know this. If you are a man, you are watching this, you know. You know that the man broke the bro code. He broke it totally. You can't do this to your own guy. In the bro code, even to date your friend's sister is against the bro code unless you really want to marry her. And your friend go first vex for you well. He go first vex for you well. You have to prove and prove that you actually love her and you want to marry her. To just date her and leave her is against the bro code. But this one went into a man's family, picked up the young daughter, and you still want to throw support for him as a man? Please, if you're a man and you have watched this, I am sure that if you have a conscience, your conscience will be pricked. Every man should be speaking against Ned Nwoko because he is an example of the kind of people that we do not need in this society. A lady comes to you for help, small girl, teenager came to you for help, and all you did was to lust after her and look for a way to get in bed with her. This is disgraceful on all fronts, and men should unite against this kind of acts. If you don't have children today, one day you will also have children, and then you will get to know. Listen to what Bianca Ojukwu said about marrying Ojukwu at that age. She said when she married Ojukwu, she didn't even really understand it. That it was later that she looked back and saw that this thing is kind of unusual because of the age gap. Ojukwu was 32 years older than her. Ned is 39 years older than Regina. So at that age, Bianca was 22 when she got married to Ojukwu. Regina, in her own case, was really less than that. So you don't really know at that age. It is when you look back that you get to understand. But the elders involved are actually manipulating you. So Regina Daniels' mother and Ned, two evil people, manipulated the lady to this point. She should not be blamed. All she needs at this point is support. And I am glad that she's picking up herself. And I really wish her good luck, great luck going forward. If you've watched up to this point, I believe you are going to subscribe without me even prompting you to do so. So make we leave am here. I go still prompt you. Subscribe now so you go see me later, and I go see you later when I drop another video. Bye for now.